Hey loves, and welcome back to my channel. It's Jama here, and in today's video we are going to learn how to make a cargo skirt. I posted how to make a cargo short a few days ago, and some people requested for a cargo skirt. So here is a cargo skirt, though I couldn't get a buckle or a belt holder for the belt, but this is how you're going to fix the belt. If you find your buckle or your belt holder, you can fix it to it. Okay, belt fastener or buckle. Some people call it buckle, some call it belt fastener. So anyone you see, you can add to it. And I used just 1.5 yard of fabric for this. It is a short skirt, by the way. If you want to make it a long or midi skirt, you can do that. So this is the fabric that I have, and they call it, in the market, they call it chinos. Some people call it combat fabric. If you ask them for combat fabric or chinos, they may bring out something that you can use to sew it. That is the market name for it. So now I removed 2 inches from my band. I marked my shoulder to hip 10. The full length is 18, and I added extra 2 inches. That will make it 20. And I'll rule my lines, just like the way you cut your normal skirt. But the thing is that this skirt will be 2 pieces. The front skirt to be 2 pieces, the back of the skirt to be 2 pieces also. So you cut out 4 pieces of it. You don't have to cut it on fold. I don't know if you understand. So this is my hip line full line allowance. My hip is 42 inches, and I went ahead to mark 42 divided by 4, that is 10.5, and I marked no allowance. The full length, I will take out 1.5 from what I marked at the hip, and I will connect it to the full length. And my waist is 30 divided by 4, that is 7.5, and I marked 7.5. Now I will connect from my waist to my hip and my hip to my full length. Then from the full length, you will mark a straight line, okay? Now, this is all you have to cut on this paper. I just wanted to mark it on paper so that it will be very clear to us. And remember that I told you that this skirt will have a slit, not like a slit. It will be 2 pieces at the front. It will not be on fold at the front. It will be 2 pieces because of the fly zipper that we are adding to it. The skirt has to accommodate a fly zipper, okay? So now I am trying to cut out the fly zipper. I will mark out this 8 inches long paper, and the width will be 2 inches. So after marking the 2 inches, you will connect it to the 8 inches. So this place that I stopped at is 8 inches. I'll connect the 2 inches to the 8 inches and curve it the way we curve our normal fly zipper. You can see the way I curved it, and I'll label it as fly zipper. It will stop at the hip line, okay? Now this is our fly zipper. I'll cut that out. The next thing that I'll start doing is to cut my fabric, and like I said, this skirt will be 2 pieces at the front. The back will be 2 pieces also. Now I am done drafting the fly zipper. This is the fabric that I used. I will start cutting out. Sorry that I'm fast somehow. I'm trying to accommodate so many things in one video, because I'll also show you guys the sewing process here. The video is long. Then imagine if I was slow. Now I will cut out this fabric. At the side, I will add half an inch or 1 inch for seam allowance, half an inch at the waistline. Then at the center front, I will also add half an inch. You can see that I'm opening up the center front. It has to be open. The center front has to be open. Now after cutting out the center front, I will use it to cut out my center back. The center back and the center front will be equal. There is no slit on the skirt, so there is no point adding our slit allowance. Whatever you cut at the front, place it on the back and cut out the back, okay? Now after cutting out this skirt, the next thing that we're going to do is to cut out our pockets. That's one important part of this skirt. And when it comes to combat, pockets consume fabric a lot, but 1.5 yard will be okay for you as long as you're not making a long skirt. Now we are done with the men's skirt. I'll start with my pockets. Now before I cut the pockets, I want to cut out my fly zipper first of all. I'll place my fly zipper pattern on this fabric, and I'll go ahead and curve. After curving it, I will cut out, okay? Now I have 2 pieces of this fly zipper. 2 pieces of it. You need 2 pieces of it, though you can do 1, but you need just 2 pieces, okay? Some people can use 1. Then I'll cut out my band. My band will be 2 pieces, like a 2-piece band. You know, most times people cut their band on fold, but this one will be 2 pieces. This type of band will be 2 pieces. Okay, now what I'm going to do is that I will cut out, my waist is 30, but I made this band 34 inches, and then the width of the band is 3 inches, because I will use half an inch to join them at the top, half an inch to join them to the down part. Okay, so normal band is 2 inches plus 1 inch for allowance, that is 3. So the length of the length is 34, the width is 3 inches, and there are two pieces of this band. Now I'll get my skirt paper or my skirt pattern, and I will use it to draft out the width of the pocket. Now the width of the pocket depends on you. I can't really tell you the width of the pocket, but for me, from my hip line, I went up by 3 inches, and below the hip line, I came down by like 3.5. So I added like extra. I feel like they will be too far from each other, so I added like extra half an inch. So from the center line, you will go in by 2.5, or your pocket can start on your nipple to nipple line, like where the pocket will start from. Then it will start shifting to the side. It can start from the nipple to nipple, or you can just move inner further by like half an inch from your nipple to nipple. Then at the top of this pocket, I added 2 inches allowance for folding the top, then half an inch on the other sides of the pocket, 2 inches for hemming the top, and I have 2 pieces of that pocket. Now using this pocket that I cut already, I will use the width of the pocket that I have cut already to cut out the flap or the cover of the pocket. You can call it the cover or the flap. So this one that I'm cutting now is shorter, and this is the cover or the flap of these pockets that we are going to add to this skirt. Okay, so after cutting your pockets, use the fabric to cut out the cover so that two of them, the width will be equal. It is very important for the width of the two of them, the pocket and the cover, to be equal. Now I want to cut out more cover and one flap. I cut out one. I'll go ahead and cut 6 pieces of this. The reason why I'm cutting out 6 pieces of this is because 2 will be the cover of the main pocket, 2 on the both sides, and another 2 for the back. So 2 at the back, 2 at the sides, 2 at the front. That's why I cut out 6 pieces of this. Okay, now I am cutting out the rope that will drop on the cargo. So the width is 3 inches, on fold it is 1.5. okay, so if I open it up, it is 3 inches, on fold 1.5. Now it's up to you to determine how long you want each rope or each piece to be. I don't know what to call them, let's just call them rope, but it depends on you. For my own length, I didn't really measure it. When I was sewing, I used my skirt to determine how long I want each rope to be. Okay, so that rope, I cut out 6 pieces of it, 4 at the front and 2 at the back, 4 at the front, 2 at the back. You know, if you're adding a buckle, you may add a short one at the top, a long one at the down part. It is just up to you. You will have to like play around. Okay, now I am done with that. The next thing that I am going to cut right now, I think that I am done with almost everything that I have. I just went ahead to like cut out extra cover and extra rope, and that was it. Now I'm on my sewing machine, and the only thing that I want to show you guys here is how to fix a fly zipper, though I have taught that so many times on my channel. Now the zipper that will carry, the parts that will carry the cover of that zipper is the left piece of that skirt. So I'll get the left piece of this skirt. This is the left piece, this is the 2 of them. So I will not wear this zip stop part. So if you want your zip to reach your hip, fine, but me, I want to keep my zip at 8.5 or even 9 inches. So I will notch that 9 inches length, and that is where my zip will stop at. Okay, so you go ahead and notch. Then you will find the left piece. The left piece will carry the cover of this zip. You know, fly zipper covers your zipper. Okay, and that is the type of zipper you add to a cargo skirt. You cannot just add a straight zipper like that. Now what I'm going to do is that I will go ahead and fix one piece of the fly zipper on on this waist to hip, on the waist to hip of that skirt. So I'm trying to like figure out the left hand. Then I got it. Then this is the fly zipper that I will be using. I placed the straight side of that fly zipper and made sure that it stopped at that 9 inches that I marked. Then I'll go ahead and use half an inch to sew. You use half an inch to sew a straight line to the top. Okay, you sew a straight line to the top, to the waistline of the skirt, and you will stop. After doing that, you flip it over this particular fly zipper. You flip it and top stitch on the fly zipper. It is important, and this is cargo, so you are free to top stitch. You are free to play around with your top stitching. As long as your stitching is neat, you are good to go. Now we are done adding this fly on this one. This is the left hand side of the skirt, and I will get my zipper. So the right side of the zipper will be facing that fly zipper, and the zipper will start from the area that you top stitched, and then you will sew on the other side of that zipper. You can see where I sewed on. The thing is, if you think this is fast, you can reduce it. I was just trying to save data. So if you place your skirt, now the zip is covered. You can see this left hand side will carry the cover of that zipper. Now the remaining part of the zip, I have turned the zip. The right side of the zip is facing me. This is the remaining side. I'll place the right side of the skirt on it, and the remaining fly zipper, I'll place it under the zip. So this zipper will be in between the skirt and this fly zipper. So I kept the fly zipper below the zipper, and I'll go ahead and join everything. I'm joining the right side of the skirt, the zipper, and the fly zipper at once. Okay, so that is it. If you want to top stitch, you can also go ahead and top stitch. So that's it. And if I open up this skirt, you guys will see what I have. So this is what I have. I'll go ahead and close the remaining part of that skirt. You know, from the 9 inches line, it is still open. So from there, I will use half an inch to sew straight up to where that zipper stopped at, to where the stitch of the zipper stopped at. So once I get to that point, I will stop. Okay, now if I turn to the right side of this skirt, you will see what I have there. You can see what I have there. Now I will separate the fly zipper to make sure that the zipper is open at the back. Then you will fold in your zipper. You will fold in the one that has the cover. Now if you fold it in, you go ahead and run a decorative stitch in order to hold down your zipper, your skirt, and the fly. So you just go ahead and run a stitch down, and when you are approaching the hip, you will curve it. Now after curving it, I will go ahead and run another stitch on it. Then I will top stitch on the center line of this skirt. You know, this is a cargo pant, so you have to top stitch on all your stitches. And one thing that I did not mention is that if you are making this type of thing, welt pocket, cargo, all this type of thing, you need to weave. Like, weaving is really important. You need to overlock, you need to weave before you continue sewing. Now I am done with the fly zipper, and I'm trying to like run a decorative stitch on the center line of this dress, and I'm sewing on the skirt. I'm sewing on the allowance there. Okay, now I am done doing that. I'll go ahead and run a double stitch around my zipper also, the same way I ran a double stitch at the center line. I'll also run a double stitch around the fly zipper, and that is what I have. Okay, now our zipper is ready. I will get the back pieces of this skirt and join. Like, I will join the sides. This is the back pieces. I'll just use 1 inch that I added 1 inch seam allowance, so I'll use the 1 inch to join. Now I am done joining. I'll go ahead and iron before adding the other pockets. you will see the reason why I closed the sides and left the center back. Now I will start closing the cover of the pocket. After sewing the cover of the pocket, I will fold the pocket and I will also turn the rope that I will add. So just watch me as I do those ones.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. So loud as the hours pass, we're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be, we're gonna be two hearts running wild. The moonlight, summer sky, it was the best we ever had. And we'll stay young forever, we'll never have regrets. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. We're gonna be, we're gonna be two hearts running wild. Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna.
Now I am done ironing the skirts. Sorry, I didn't iron before I started sewing. I'm done ironing the skirts, and this is what I have. The skirt is still looking plain now. Now it is time to start adding the pockets. Okay, I'll show you guys how to add the pockets. I may not have to talk. So this is my pockets. I'm placing the pockets around where I want them to be. I'll also place the cover. Then the rope, you will place one rope on the pocket cover, and you place the other rope below beneath the pocket. So it is up to you. Okay, so if you are doing this, you need a very neat finishing, and you need to make sure that your pockets are placed in right positions. Okay, now if you get the rope, you will pin the rope under the pocket so that when you are joining your pocket to your skirt, you will sew everything once. So now if you place your pocket, do not forget to pin it. If you place it, pin it so that it will not shift. If it shifts, by the time you are done joining, you may realize that it shifted. Now this is the rope that I want to use. It is up to you. Now I'll place it beneath this pocket. Okay, now if I'm joining this pocket, I will sew everything once and it will give me a very neat finishing. So I'm reducing the length. I felt like the length was too long. I had to reduce it. I placed this one, I placed the other one. I'll also get the cover and add the cover. So if I'm placing the cover too, I'll place some rope behind the cover, then I'll go ahead and stitch.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand in mine.
Now I am done with the front. I will place the side pockets. You can see this is the reason why I close the side of this skirt before placing the. You need to close the side before placing that flap. So the side does not have any pocket. This flap is just for decorative purposes, and I'll go ahead and pin it. If you place, you pin. I'll place the other one also and pin. I'll place and pin. Then after doing this, I'll also turn the back. Then for the back does not have a pocket also. It is just this cover. Let's just call it cover. Some people call it flap. You place this one, you run a stitch on it. And as I'm placing this one, I'll also add this belt to it, okay? Or this rope. I'll pin it together with the flap or the cover. I'll get the other one also. And repeat the same thing. Make sure that the measurements are equal. Then after stitching these ones, I will also close the center bag. This is the reason why I left my center bag open, so that the stitching of all of them will be easy. Now I am done. I am done stitching all of them, and the next thing that I will do is to hem the full length of these skirts. If I hem it, I'll run a double stitch on it. After hemming the full length, I'll also close the center back with 1/2 inch. Okay, sorry I did not overlock. Now I am done doing everything. The next thing that I'm going to do right here is to add my band, and I have 2-piece band. My band is 2 pieces. I will sew from the inside first of all. The first one will be from the inside, and after sewing from the inside, the second one will cover from the top to the front. Okay, then at the end of the day, this is what I have. If you are confused on how to fix this band, you can watch my last video. I explained how to fix this type of band very well. Thank you all, and see you in my next video. I have so many online classes. You can register for any of our online classes. Just chat me on WhatsApp. I'll drop the number in the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe. I love you all. Bye.